Latest world news.
The White House says David Cameron has been as close a partner as Barack Obama has had, after the president appeared to criticize the PM. Mr. Cameron had become distracted after the 2011 intervention in Libya, Mr. Obama told The Atlantic magazine. He also described Libya as a mess. But in an email to the BBC, a White House spokesman said the US deeply valued the UK's contributions. Downing Street said Britain was still working hard in Libya. The article, written by Jeffrey Goldberg, is billed as the US president talking through his hardest decisions about America's role in the world. In it, Mr. Obama reflects on what went wrong after the overthrowing of the Gaddafi regime, led by the UK and France. There's room for criticism, because I had more faith in the Europeans, given Libya's proximity, being invested in the follow-up, he said. Mr. Obama said the UK Prime Minister soon became distracted by a range of other things. The US President said of the North African country, "We averted large-scale civilian casualties, we prevented what almost surely would have been a prolonged and bloody civil conflict. And despite all that, Libya is a mess." He also spoke of free riders, saying European and Gulf countries were calling for action against Gaddafi, but, he said, the habit for several decades had been people pushing us to act but then showing an unwillingness to put any skin in the game. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy came in for criticism, with Mr. Obama saying he wanted to trumpet the flights he was taking in the air campaign, despite the fact that we had wiped out all the air defenses and essentially set up the entire infrastructure for the intervention. The White House said, "Prime Minister Cameron has been as close a partner as the president has had, and we deeply value the UK's contributions on our shared national security and foreign policy objectives which reflect our special and essential relationship." On Libya, it said the president had always said all of us could have done more. It also said the UK had stepped up on a range of issues, including a pledge to spend 2% of national income on defense. According to the article, this pledge came after Mr. Obama told Mr. Cameron that Britain must pay its fair share if it wanted to continue to claim a special relationship with the US. BBC North America editor John Sopel said the unsolicited White House statement suggested Downing Street had reacted angrily. "It's like we've seen a curtain drawn back on the unspun thoughts of President Obama and the White House trying to close the curtain as quickly as it can."